Yo, yo, people, let's get this going.
The Art of Relationships radio show is copyrighted. No one is to use any part of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dzinski, or the Art of Relationships. Thank you.
Welcome to the Art of Relationships radio show. Licensed relationship and sex counselor Greg Dzinski will cover crucial elements in rebuilding emotional and physical intimacy. Plus, help in reigniting the passion in your romantic relationships. Single people, don't feel left out. This show is also you in promoting confidence and self-love. Greg promises that this show is for you and to help listeners become more fulfilled, healthier, and happier in your relationship and lives. Live calls and chats are very welcome in helping you with your challenges. There will be an end to those tit-for-tat arguments. Greg gets to the root of couples' challenges in a rapid, matter-of-fact format, plus applies compassion and humor. Join in discovering how to improve your romantic relationship and your own life. Listen, laugh, and climax. Greg is a licensed professional counselor in the state of Michigan, though to most, he's known as Detroit's love guru.
Hey, everybody, let's kick it off. Happy hump day. It is the Art of Relationships radio show, and hopefully there will not be any technical difficulties. I'm laughing, but I get frustrated and annoyed at all this stuff. Welcome. This is the Art of Relationships radio show, and hopefully everybody will be able to listen to the show. There won't be any hiccups or anything. And tonight, of all nights, I would love to have a female guest host. I put it out there. Anybody wants to guest host with me, I'd love to have you on here. If you're not too shy, whatever. Tonight would be freaking ideal to have a female guest host this evening. We're talking about, you know what, of course, what the hell do women want in a man, okay? And we're going to get a bunch of, hopefully a bunch of discussion going on what you want. I have from earlier discussions in the week on this very topic. I'm going to read some of them off and what, some women want. Now, the guys listening to the show, I want you to learn something, okay? I want you to pay attention because all the women are going to say what they want in a man, okay? Now, I want you to pay attention. Tomorrow, Thursday, that's going to change. I'm lying. Hopefully not, right? Women always change their mind, or is that a stereotype? Everyone's going to tune out now. Greg, you asshole. No, not at all. But do women, are they pretty consistent in what they want? Or, what women want in a man, is that who they end up with? And it'd be ironic to see, and, I do, human sexuality classes and looking at, and I ask, what your maybe traits are. What do you like in a man? Physical, emotionally, maybe voice tone, maybe smells, characteristics, that type of aspect, okay? And end up asking the women, is that who you end up dating? Is that who you end up hooking up with or end up marrying or being in a long-term relationship with? And hopefully everything it's going to go smooth this evening, okay? So I'm hoping to have a lot of fun. Let me know, please, if there are any technical difficulties, and hopefully we're going to be okay. So people chime in if you're listening. Let me know if there's any video interruptions or audio distortions, and hopefully we're going to have a fun show this evening. Okay, what do women want? What is it that you want? And I'm going to type a little thing up here, start kicking it off a little bit and look at, what exactly is it that women want. And hopefully the video interruptions won't happen like they did last week. If they are, I am going to get annoyed. So one thing, getting right off the bat, okay, what women want, some discussions we talked about, women want someone that is masculine, right? That can protect them. That is maybe, masculine, confidence. And it cracked me up because in a discussion below this, there were a few comments. One said they wanted a man that was rugged, masculine, rugged and gruff and private, but nice in public. And I'm like, wait a minute. Are you in the whips and chains and getting spanked a lot? You want him rough and gruff and private, but you want him to be more, debonair and more, nice and polite in public. And if that's what you want, or do you want to have him put on an act in the bedroom, say, if you want him rough and gruff, or do you want him to, put an act and actually be nice and debonair, if you will, in public settings? So it'd be interesting to find that out and look at, what the dynamics are and what exactly do you want in women. And a lot of women want, guys, this is coming from women. I'm not, I'm a guy, but, this is coming from women. Oh, Lori's in the house. Welcome. And it sounds good. That's good. Thank you so much. And hopefully there won't be any video interruptions like we had last week. So thanks, Lori. But what is it? Yeah, I want you to join the discussion. You can also give me a call at 313-614-9498. That's above in the live video. Above, again, 313-614-9498. And, women talk about, they want someone that's funny, that's down to earth, that's not arrogant, but confident. And guys get confused on that one, right? And ladies, what do you mean by not arrogant, but confident, right? Is there a mix? And we know, the bad boy scenario that women fall into, and you look at the bad boy scenario that, women not necessarily want a douchebag. They don't want someone that is, abusive, that is disrespectful, that doesn't care what they feel or what they think. That's important, right? But what the bad boy situation is, men can be independent. They can look at, they're not going to be swayed in their character based on your actions, ladies. Say if a lady is going to, throw a temper tantrum, freak out, whatever. They don't want the guy to freak out along with them. They want the guy to sort of stay calm and realize, what? I got this. You know what? I can handle it. And that's where a lot of women come in with the confident aspect versus, versus the arrogant where they don't do anything wrong. True confidence, and I've said this on numerous times, women want guys that can admit when they're wrong, right? That doesn't mean, guys out there, that women are going to admit that they're wrong. No. But you look at, that you can admit your faults, that you can be sort of nurturing and be emotional at times too. But, when it comes down to it, they want a guy, that sort of can, walk the walk, sort of do their own thing and not be, this is another one talk about, I don't want a mama's boy crap. Mama's boy always needs mom's approval on everything. Or maybe it could be dads. I'm not going to make a decision with our family until I talk to my mom. I'm not going to make a decision unless I talk to my dad about this, whatever. Instead of it being here, instead of it being within you two, and that's it. And there's some women, I deal with clients all the time too, that this is an issue. But this show is about what women want. So this is your chance, ladies, to speak up. Tell me what the hell you want. Educate us men in what you want. I already mentioned, you might want someone that's masculine. What the hell does masculine mean? I'm a manly man. No, what is it that you want that you consider masculine? That he cuts the grass, that he can have a little blue collar and able to fix some stuff. But, that is masculine. Would you say in the name, Christian Grey, would that be masculine, or is he sort of a feminine man, except, with the beating and the spanking and the S&M aspects that he goes into? What is your definition of masculine? We talk about they want them, confidence, of course. Independence. I know I'm repeating myself here. Independence doesn't mean that they're going to do whatever the hell they want whenever they want. They're going to take you into consideration, but they're not going to waver in their character for you. Like I said, they are not going to, you can flip out, freak out, everything else, but the guy doesn't mean he's going to get sucked into your emotions. He can stand his ground and be calm and say sort of, what, I got myself. I'm not going to allow myself to flip out as well. I got this. Everything can be safe. Almost steady. You can be steady and stand your ground. Women do not want a guy that can also be a doormat, okay? Where, what? And I talked about this just a minute ago about the yes dear crap. What? Yes dear, whatever you want. Women want to be challenged. And women, regardless if they know it, if they're aware of it or not, they test us guys. I talked about this numerous times before. Women will test us guys. This is where, men, I want you to be sort of not walking away all the time. It annoys women, but it also sort of the tension, the sexual tension is built up. But when women, you go up to, what's wrong, babe, right? And you already in the one, nothing. You know what? Nothing's wrong. Okay, no, fine. The guy walks away and the woman's pissed off about that, right? Women are annoyed and they're like, what? Guys, might be very literal on that. You said nothing's wrong. Yeah, I'm walking away. Nothing to deal with, right? Women want the guy to stand strong and sort of, pay them the attention, to stay calm and realize, I'm going to get what is wrong with you. I'm going to get that out of you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to be brave and strong enough to be able to reach for you. Women test us guys about that. They will also test us, and I think it goes on throughout the relationship or marriage, but it definitely goes on at the beginning of the dating realm where, women will test guys where, they might throw some BS statement out there and see if the guy will disagree with them, if they're strong enough to disagree with them or confident enough to disagree with them. Oh, yeah, I believe in that too. And the guy's totally lying, totally BSing, right? Women will challenge guys. So they want a guy that sort of stands on their own, that stands on their own 2 feet, can think for himself. And that's where the confidence and the independence come from. They can disagree with a woman. And women sort of like that, right? They're going to tell you, you know what? Women want to hear what they want to hear. I get that, right? I'm not bashing ladies. We all want to hear what we want to hear. But if a woman tries to challenge a guy and sort of sway them, make them bend, make them twist and turn out of his own character and his own element, a lot of women will lose respect for that man. And I want to know, ladies, if I'm right on here, I want to know where people listening to the show are paying attention and if I'm just talking smack or if you're actually paying attention, if you agree, okay? And we look at and, let me know. Oh, here we go. Hey, Kayla's in the house. Here we go. Yes, my ex was horrible at admitting he was wrong, as well as bitching like a female, telling his mom every time we got into it and being narcissistic. Yikes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's sort of Kayla, that's what I mentioned a little bit ago about being being a mama's boy too. Always runs to his mom and plays the victim role. A lot of women do not want guys playing the victim role. Like you just said, bitching like a female, right? They want a guy to be able to hold their own, not complain, not play the victim role. A lady will think of him as a wuss, okay? That's where the masculinity runs and will wreak havoc in a relationship. And you brought up a great point, Kayla. Thanks for bringing that up. And you look at, a guy can admit when he's wrong and all this stuff, and it frustrates a lot of women. And women can take, even though this is about what women want, women can take note too. They also shouldn't be running to their mom or their friends about every time you get in the fight, talking whatever is going on and playing a victim role. It's not right. I don't suggest women playing the victim role as well. But for whatever reason, because of the gender bias in our society, maybe in a lot of cultures, forget about just American society, a lot of cultural societies where, men can't complain, right? Men can't bitch. Men can't play the victim role, but it's okay for women. Is it really? Or, do men lose respect for women too? Maybe next show I'll do what the hell men want in women. And again, what women want, in a man is very, very subjective. Again, it's all over the place, right? Some women want a guy that's very nice, calm, soothing, very nurturing, doesn't ever raise his voice. And another woman, like I mentioned earlier, wants some rough and gruff, be able to speak her mind, or whatever, very, masculine, very maybe lumberjacky, manly, no nurturing. And then that woman gets that rough and gruff. Then the woman, is she going to complain that he's not nurturing, that he's not emotional enough? I hear it all the time in my office with couples that, he's this and that, whatever, the masculine, but he's not emotional enough. And do you want a guy, ladies, that can be emotional at times, right? But what are the limits? What are the limits between the guy being emotionally connected with you versus whining, complaining, bitching like a little wuss boy, and playing the victim role? And it's a delicate balance and everything too. And ladies, talking about being a wuss or being shy or being maybe not with it, are you able to look at giving me a call and tell me verbally, tell the listeners and the viewers, exactly what it is that you want from a man? Give me a call, 313-614-9498. Now, are there other habits that, when men talk about, a lot of women want men that can take care of business. What that means, they're going to follow through with their stuff, right? They don't want a guy that is going to say one thing and do a total opposite. That breaks his promise. They want a guy that's going to stick to their word, right? Who the hell doesn't? We want that in a woman too, right? But it is very, very crucial that ladies, that, the women can count on you guys out there if you're watching the show. They want you to be able to stick to your word. If you're going to do something, right, you need to follow through. That is very crucial. And that might mean, you say you're going to do something, hang up doors, put closet doors up, whatever, redo the stairs, redo the hardwood floor, whatever it is. And that doesn't mean, you're going to do it. And I'm following through, okay, but it's 5 years down the road, right? Women need to understand that, you have to talk to your man about what is a priority. Some guys might think, hanging closet doors, I've been wanting to do this for 6 months and I'm going to do this now. And the lady, the woman is saying, I wanted this done first and all this. And the guy doesn't have a clue and is supposed to read the woman's mind. You need to be able to clue us in and tell us, what is a priority, okay? And what might be a priority, we work on it one day, and then the next day we're still working on that project. Time, it's a big project. And all of a sudden something else is a priority. And we're like, what? We're trying to finish this, and now this is a priority. You got to cut us some slack, ladies. You got to cut us some slack. But tell your guy, be open and honest with what the heck you want, ladies. And, the guy sticking to his word. That's where the resiliency comes in, and the independence and with the guy is he's able to follow through with what he says. I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to waver from this. Now, this doesn't mean, in a disrespectful way. I think, common sense, people know that. This is, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to take care of business. Now, what happens if a guy is not really blue collar, doesn't know how to do household repairs, doesn't know how to do whatever, maybe car repairs or anything else? Nowadays, there's a lot of guys that don't know how to do that. But does that mean he's going to find someone to fix the problem, right? Is that what women want? I can depend on him to take care of business. That's what I mean. And I'd love to hear some feedback from you ladies on that and go into the discussion and find out how many people are paying attention this evening and what your sights are on this, and what women want in the variety of men and the different characteristics and stuff that women want in guys are gonna be all over the place, okay? They're gonna be all over the place. It's very subjective. So I'm throwing out, main ideas, main concepts that I hear from women a lot too. They want a guy that is maybe grooming aspect, that is, clean, can get, sweaty and dirty, whatever, but, is going to clean up okay, too. They want, a lot of women look at guys, believe it or not, if they're decent, if they're good with kids, too, and how they treat other people. Are they respectful? Are they rude? A lot of complaints I get in my office are, that they're rude to other people. And I know I've been around and with, women before that have been very rude to like waitresses and waiters and very arrogant and you're beneath me and very demanding, which is rude. But I get a lot of complaints from ladies that, the guys are not having the manners. They're not opening the doors for ladies. They're not, they're walking, say, 30 feet ahead of you. They're walking 5 paces ahead of you, and not waiting for you. Okay? There's So there's that respect factor that you are equal. They don't want the guy walking always in front of them. And I know different cultures are like that. I'm about equal. You know what? Let the lady go first. Maybe it's how I'm raised, how the manners are. I'm still old school when it comes to, hold the door open for a lady, right? And if she doesn't say thank you, you know what? Yeah, let the door hit her in the head. No, I'm teasing. You all about man, to hold the door open for ladies, car doors open, let them go first. I'm all about that. And I think that's not, being a wuss. That's having manners, and that's having respect for the lady in your life, okay? And how you treat, a lot of women look at how you treat other people too. Are you a jerk to everybody else? Are you a jerk to, like I said, it could be in public. It could be, public servants. It could be, anywhere. Like I said, people, cashiers. I already mentioned waiters, waitresses, that type of thing. When you go in stores, are you rude? Are you vulgar? Are you always belittling, cutting other people down? Positivity is a big, big thing for women. And women want guys to be positive, upbeat, passionate with aspects too in their life. And even if women are not, they're sort of negative, down, whatever, they don't want you to get sucked down into their depression as well. That doesn't mean you don't care, guys. You can be emotional and care with that. But that means you hold your ground. And this is the independence that we're talking about, that you can say, you know what, you can be depressed and I care about that, but that doesn't mean I have to be depressed, and I can help you get out of it and be there for you. And that's part of, being emotionally present for your lady. If she needs you, you're going to be there. Now, that doesn't mean that you are going to agree all the time. Being emotionally there is when you're in a time of need that you can get her, that you understand her and you understand what she wants. And if not, you can ask. A lot of guys will maybe flounder at this. And this is part of, where I deal with a lot of guys where if they don't know what to do, they don't do anything because they're afraid if they do something, it's going to be wrong. They're going to get bitched at. They're going to get nagged at. And this is a lot of things that men might hold back and they won't do. And this falls in line with the emotional connection. So guys, I'm teaching you. A lot of women want you, even if you don't know what to do, ask if they're emotionally, upset. Maybe they had a friend that's diagnosed with cancer or, whatever is going on. They lost their job. They're having a hard time at work. You can be emotional, but that doesn't mean you have to fix everything for them, okay? We all hear that all the time. Women might want to vent, and you can just listen, whatever. Don't have to fix anything. But if you don't know what to do, what they need, ask, guys. I said this, ladies, you need to know when guys might not do anything, okay? That doesn't mean they don't care. A lot of guys would rather not do anything than to do things wrong and get yelled at, get nagged at, get ripped upon. So I want you to help us help you better, right, ladies? I want you to be able to kick in and tell us, what you need. But guys, you need to ask. Don't assume. And if you don't know anything, if you don't know what to do, that doesn't make you incompetent. Incompetence is where you're not even willing to learn or you don't have the ability to learn. I want you to be able to have the ability to learn and be able to focus on exactly, what you need and what you want to be able to center on helping them out and being emotionally supportive, okay? So, those are some aspects, run them down again, masculinity, confidence, independence, emotionally present is huge. They want a guy that's going to be, stick to their word, that they can count on them, that they are going to, I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to handle this. I'm going to take care of business. If I don't know how to do it, I'm going to find a way to help out and to take care of that, okay? And a lot of guys, if we don't feel appreciated, ooh, ladies, you want a guy, right? That's another aspect. We want to feel appreciated. A lot of ladies, men listen to the show. You need to make your lady feel appreciated. Simple thank you. You know what? Thanks for, cooking dinner. The house looks good. Oh my God, you work so hard. You work hard too, man. You're making a commute. I appreciate what you're doing for the family. It works both ways. We want to feel appreciated too. But guys, you know what? one of the things that comes across on, talking to a lot of women and college classes from all age groups is they get tired of guys taking them for granted and not feeling appreciated. That is huge. So a lot of women, let's face it, they want guys that will appreciate them, that won't take them for granted. Now, how your lady wants to be appreciated, that's very unique, right? Some women might want a card, might want flowers. Some women might want lingerie, a teddy. Some women might want to go out and do something. Every woman is different, and this is where I want you to be able to center on. Tell your guy exactly what you want, but guys, learn, right? Follow through. So this is huge where a lot of women want to feel appreciated and not taken for granted, because then they start the frustration, then they start yelling, screaming, and will start bashing you, and it's not a comfortable situation to be in, which I call it almost like a feedback loop or a dog chasing its tail, to where, the women will nag and not feel appreciated. Instead of saying this, then the guy will shut down, and I don't know what to do or how to make you feel appreciated. Then the guy will shut down, not do anything, because he might do it wrong. Then women will feel even more suppressed. They will feel even more frustrated, more like the guy doesn't care, okay? I want you to make me feel appreciated like this. Help us out, ladies, okay? But guys, I want you to do your part and ask your lady what the hell they want from you to feel appreciated. Everybody's different. Not every woman wants flowers. Some women might want you to help out with the laundry, might want you to help out with other aspects. You have to get clued in to exactly what they need, what they want, what your lady wants and need, okay? I'm going to take a little breather, and then we will come back and hopefully don't go anywhere. Hey, Sarah's in the house. Amen. Appreciation is good. In the meantime, if you could let me know, make sure that the video and the audio is okay, that there's no interruptions, no breaks in the feed. I would appreciate that very, very much. And I'll be back in about 2 minutes after this song. Okay, this is the Art of Relationships radio show coming to you live. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Waking up, kissing the floor of a bathroom stall. This isn't any way to live, no, not at all. And every one of these kids is so original. Once you got tired of trucks and I can only provide the standard talks for why would I need to worry about it? Gonna do it all again, do it all again every night. Someone else crashing parties, losing hell. Maybe I should get someone something great. Pretender, don't tell me right remember when the juice to stay or something more than this. I always think it's complete disaster to another man is falling from your legs. When did I become so cynical? When did you become so lyrical? If only the ice beneath my ribs would crack. Rest my black eye, I'm stuck, I guess. Didn't know bad luck could wear a dress. That meant I hate you when I said we should be best. Destination, trip down, bring down attention. This step to suspension. Start to call myself the great pretender before you tell me why you remember when the juice was there for something more than this. I always think it's every day. The laughter turns to complete disaster to another man who's falling from your legs. So give me a sign now, that this is alright now. It's all like it right now, but I just want it right now. So give me a sign now, that it's alright now. I start to call myself the great pretender before you tell me why you remember when you choose to stand for something more than this. I always think it's happy show. The record till it's a complete disaster. To another name is falling from your lips. So just call myself the great, but sitting down before you tell me when you choose to stand for something more than this. Always think it's happy show. The record till it's a complete disaster. To another name.
Oh, we're back, people. Coming to you back and getting some feedback on the live feed, which is I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. The Facebook issue has been, I know, annoying a lot of people, and as far as what is happening, what is going on. So, let me see. Hopefully, is anybody else paying attention? Let me know what's happening. We're going to be back. That song was actually The Great Pretender by Skyway Traffic, okay? Coming to you back right now and trying to figure out with the live feed and everything else what is going on. Everybody have a good evening. I'm going to find out what the tech issues are again and hopefully some insights. A lot of people will be able to pay attention to find out,